All right, shalom, shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rachakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and who teach well. Much peace and mercy to the hopeful elect. You brothers and you sisters, wholeheartedly waiting upon the Lord Yahweh to send his only begotten son Yahushai to deliver us from this captivity. To you, I say shalom. To you sincere Akim out there teaching his word, truth and sincerity. To you, I say shalom. This video is going to be a lunchtime lesson, and I have an article here. This is on Newsbreak World. It says from ABC News, it says Germany to move toward independence from U.S., new leader says. Right? So if you know anything about this current system that we are currently living in, right? The beast with the 10 horns, with the woman who rode upon. I'm actually just going to read it. Revelation chapter 17. And I'm going to start at the top. And there came one of the 7 angels, which had 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. Now that whore is talking about America. The many waters is talking about the different peoples, nations, and tongues. You can read that, and I think in the 15th verse. With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. Right, the different philosophies, democracy, their money, idolatry, etc. Right, so he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. Now, when you look into the breakdown for this verse, right, that woman, as I said earlier, is America, and the scarlet-colored beast, full of the names of blasphemy, is ultimately talking about NATO and the EU, right, with the 7 heads and the 10 horns. You see? So, 7 heads is Germana Major, Germana Minor, right? You got the British, the French, the Spanish, the Greeks, and the Romans. The 10 horns, you got Belgium, France, the Greece. Let me see. Yep, Belgium, Denmark, France, Italy, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Greece, Spain, and Portugal, England, Ireland, and Germany. You see, Germany, which is one of those 10 horns. So when you go back to this article here, it says Germany to move towards independence from U.S., new leader says. Right, so I'm going to read a little bit of this article, grab a couple precepts. I only got a couple, but hey, through the spirit, if the Lord give me something else, I'm going to bring it out. Yeah, right this out. So it reads, before the final votes in Germany election were even counted, Friedrich Merz, the leader of the center-right Christian Democratic Union Party, who is set to become the next chancellor, promised a major shift in relations with the U.S. In a post-election debate, he promised to confront head-on a new reality that the Trump administration looks to overturn about 80 years of policy and raises the prospect of abandoning security guarantees for Europe. You see, so as we can see here, you know, Trump is not only pissing off NATO, go into the tariffs that he put on Canada, right? And the different other nations. Canada is an ally of NATO, right? So they're putting NATO in a strait. Now they gotta basically choose between the two. And now you got Germany, who's pissed off, right? The new it says that the leader of the center right Christian Democratic Union Party, right? When he becomes a chancellor, he said he's ready to part ways, with America. Oh, fucking ads. All right. It says my absolute priority will be to strengthen Europe as quickly as possible so that step by step we can really achieve independence from the USA. Merz said on Sunday, right? So this weekend, you see? He said his absolute priority is to strengthen Europe as quickly as possible to achieve independence from the USA. What does that sound like? That sounds like what we know in Revelation, the 17th chapter, right? That the horns will hate the whore. And I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it a little later. Yeah, I'm going to read it a little later because I want to get some more of this. And I'm going to grab these precepts. All right. It says, Merz added, I never thought I would have to say something like this on a televised program. But after Donald Trump's statements last week at the latest, it is clear that the Americans, at least this part of the Americans, this administration, are largely indifferent to the fate of Europe. You see? And we already know the predicament with Europe. Europe is the bottomless pit, written in Revelation, the 12th chapter, right? The bottomless pit. So ultimately, Europe it lacks resources. It lacks, that natural, the minerals within the land to stay sufficient. You see, so they need to import things and bring things in to keep themselves afloat. So whatever statements Trump made, I'm probably look into it a little later. Whatever statements he made, obviously this dude Frederick Merz, he said, yeah, no, I can't get with that, right? So I'm gonna read a little bit more. Merz conservative CDU party emerged as the largest party in Germany's parliament, the Bundestag, with 28.6% of vote. The SPD, the party of the incumbent Chancellor Olaf Scholz, came in third place. Trump and members of his, let's see, I'm going to get to the point. Oh, this is the other quote here, right? Jumping down. It says, however, we've also made it clear for years, decades even, that it is unacceptable that the United States and the United States taxpayers continues to bear the burden not only of the cost of the war in Ukraine, but of the defense of Europe. Mike Waltz, Trump's national security advisor, said last week. So that was what was said, right? I kind of skimmed through it a little bit, so I didn't, but that's so when they heard that, they said, oh, okay, their best interest isn't for us. You see? So what does that mean? They're trying to withdraw funds. They're trying to withdraw, succor from Europe. Why? Because of the money that's constantly being, pumped into the whole Ukraine thing, and then trying to sustain Europe and keep them afloat. It says, he added, we fully support our NATO allies. We fully support the Article 5 commitment, but it's time for our European allies to step up. You see? So he's not just talking about one, he's talking about all of them. So what is this going to do? This is going to put these horns in a position where, they're going to, feel threatened. They're not going to receive certain aid. And what's going to happen? What's going to happen is they're going to start to dwindle. And then who are they going to blame? They're going to blame Trump, the Trump administration. They're going to blame America. You see? Jumping down again. It says Merz also talked about NATO, suggesting there may even be need to replace the military alliance with a new European security structure. You see? So what is that? That's another army. It says, and I am very curious to see how long we are heading toward the NATO summit at the end of June. He said, whether we will still be talking about NATO in its current form or whether we will have to establish an independent European defense capability much more quickly. So what is that? What are they saying, man? They're ready to arm up themselves, right? They like, okay, are we still fucking with NATO, or are we gonna have to come up with our own shit? So let me go ahead and read it now. Revelation chapter 17 and 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. For the Most High hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree, and to give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. See? So not only will these EU nations, NATO, Russia, and all these, the ones that's, a guard under Russia, there will be shooting missiles over here to destroy this place. So a lot of the allies of America will be assisting in that destruction. And it said that the Most High put in their hearts to fulfill his will, right? The dude said, I didn't think I would ever have to say this on television, Why? Because the Lord is stirring this pot, right? He's mustering the host of the battle. These things are about to happen, man. That's why when Alazar said what he said, we jumped on it like it was hopscotch, Oh. That one meme. Nah, man, that's not right. Right? So let's grab Obadiah chapter 1, and I'm gonna get the point because I don't want to make this too long. And I'm gonna start at verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? So ultimately, the Lord gives those secrets to the servants, the prophets. We do the research, and really, the scriptures also say that his tongue shall fall upon himself. All of these different avenues is causing Esau to be exposed. You got the prophets bringing out this and that. You got the whistleblowers bringing out this and that. So really he's been made bare. People know about the Illuminati. People know about the elite bankers. You see, they understand how this land was obtained. Verse 7, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. To what border? The border of war, right? War is brewing in that pot. It says, the men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. So ultimately, like I read in Revelation, the 17th chapter, these nations that were at peace with Esau, right, over here in America, they're going to turn on her, right? They're going to turn on her, and it says that they're going to burn her with fire and eat her flesh. That's the missiles, man. Them thermonuclear missiles. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to put it in their minds to shoot those missiles over here. And when it happens, this entire land over here is going to be destroyed. Right? I got one more. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I was going to read this earlier, but I just went through the spirit. Jeremiah 51 in verse 7. Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. Right? So what? Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. The Lord set up America to be this superpower on the earth. The Lord is going to ultimately destroy it. You see? So he used Esau, Edom, to spread out that wickedness, the evil. The scriptures say that the wicked was created for the day of destruction. Roughly paraphrase Proverbs 16:4. I'm not going to read it. Verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her. Take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country. For her judgment reaches unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. The Lord Yahweh brought forth our righteousness. Come, and let us declare in Zion the work of Yahweh our power. Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord Yahweh hath raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes, for his device is against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of Yahweh, the vengeance of his temple. So the Lord is going to allow, Russia. It says the the kings of the Medes, right? Raising up the spirit of the kings of the Medes, for his device is against Babylon. What device? The missiles, man. Ultimately, the Lord is going to destroy this place with thermonuclear missiles. You know, when you go into different prophecies, it goes into how the Lord is going to, let me go to Isaiah real quick. Isaiah, let's see. I'm in the wrong chapter. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, Isaiah chapter 54 and verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy. So the Lord has created what? Ultimately, those scientists, he gave them that wisdom to create these weapons of destruction. And what's going to happen? They're going to be used, man. You see? And it's starting with these EU nations. They're starting to turn their backs on America. And ultimately, what's going to happen is everyone's back is going to be turned to America, and they're going to hit them buttons. Them big shiny red buttons behind the glass box, right? Type in the code, boop, 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 boop. Lift the glass box, hit the button. It's done. There ain't no turning back, right? So I'll end it there. I pray this is edifying and faith boost, and I want to give all praises again to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, B'Hashem Rachak Wadash, the Wadi Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai for the Holy Spirit. You know, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well and who teach well. Shalom.